Hey guys, the other day when I was developing a speech, I'm speaking at my daughter's school on Friday, and I was thinking about ANZAC Day. It made me think about the fact that I think it's really cool that One Response has so many veterans. I think more than half the employees are military veterans, obviously more Army than any other service, but that's okay.
And half of that only did some work.
Yeah, exactly.
The other half didn't.
Oh, hang on, what are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, the old officer and soldier thing. I get it. Mace, why did you join? When did you join? What did you do in the Army?
I was a grunt. I first joined, I think it was 2006. Before then, I was a good old Army cadet for many, many years, so I just loved it. Just loved the Army, and it's all I ever wanted to do. I remember Band of Brothers, watching the guys jumping out of planes, doing all that kind of stuff in the show, and that's kind of just saw the brotherhood, and I wanted to try and do that, so I eventually went and became a grunt as well, and yeah, just...
Was that because you did the aptitude gas test?
Yeah, I really wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to go to the Air Force, and then after they realised I didn't have U12, they go, yeah, this is your options. So I decided...
Grunt.
Yeah, grunt. That
Pilot to grunt,
man. Yeah, pilot to grunt. But yeah, I loved it. It was good. Loved getting amongst it. Yeah. What about you, Ricky?
I was infantry as well.
Yeah.
I left high school and went overseas to play professional sport to start off with. Did that for a couple of years and then failed dramatically at that. Played baseball.
Baseball, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Surprised.
Pardon?
Surprising.
Yeah, surprised it wasn't basketball.
Yeah.
No, I'd be short in basketball. Or I'd be average. Height. So I had a few injuries with that. A couple of shoulder surgeries and whatnot, and then just figured out that I was never going to make it. Came home, was like, gosh, I need to get a job. Went to my union session, and that's pretty much it. Went from there.
So you had a shoulder injury and you thought, what's the most physically demanding job I could do? And you chose infantry in the Army.
Well, that's why I got infantry. I'm not that smart.
You said it, not me.
Yeah. So,
Speaking of not that smart,
Yeah.
Scotty, let me guess, you're a pilot.
Matter of fact, I am.
can't you tell by his aviators that he wears every day?
But I was infantry first.
Well, there you go.
So, yeah, kind of
So-
cool.
Still hope.
I went from joining the infantry in 1991. And I did that for a while. Then I jumped over to be RAMI to become an aircraft technician. And then I thought, well, I've jumped out of planes because I was a paratrooper. And then I've fixed helicopters. I thought this flying gig can't be too hard. So I went to RMC to become an officer, learned how to salute with a knife and fork and not poke myself in the eye.
Hang on, salute with a knife and fork. You obviously got taught how to salute
That's the dumb
planes.
bit.
So different than me.
Yeah, and then started flying. So that's one. And I'm still doing that civilly, flying helicopters.
Awesome. Well, I didn't have any family in the military at all, and I was having a gap year after year 12, and I walked past a recruiting branch in Perth. I was with a friend, and I looked in, and a few things caught my eye inside the recruiting window, and I reckon about 3 months later I was on a plane to Kapuka. So I actually started as a soldier, Ricky. I spent 6 years as a soldier before I commissioned.
And then decided you didn't want to do any work.
Snap.
So Anzac Day for me has definitely changed over the years of what it means to me, but I'd like to now go back to the reason kind of I joined in the beginning and just start feeling more pride for my service, feel pride for those that I serve with and those that also served before us, and the reason we have a great country of what we do.
This is my first Anzac Day out of uniform, actually. So I only got out of the full-time army last year. So Anzac Day, when I was serving, it was kind of an extension of the job. It was part of the job, and you know, whether you marched or did other things as part of it, you know, with your unit on Anzac Day, it felt like part of the job. Now I'm not in the full-time army anymore. It's different. It's more personal. And this is going to be my first Anzac Day, so I'll be interested to see how different I feel. But I think I'm going to be reflecting on service, and I'm going to go to the Brisbane Anzac Day service and just think about the people I serve with, both here in Australia and overseas, and particularly those friends of mine that are no longer with us who served. So that's what Anzac Day means to me.
Certainly working in a high risk or a high capability team of the counter-terrorism unit with counter-terrorism in aviation operations. That was very high end of what we were doing, and a tight team that is able to function in those levels was really important, as being full trust in your mates and having that same ethos about what you do was really important, and it made you be able to go and do those tasks in the scary places and feel comfortable that you had a good team around you. And those sort of friendships have gone for life. There's guys that I flew with 20 years ago and are still like my best mates. So that's certainly what the military has done to me, been able to connect with friends, and might not see them for a year, might not talk to them for 6 months, but they're still really good mates. I can always find a couch on their house if I needed to, and ended up somewhere different.
Yeah, what stayed with me from my time within the Defence Force is definitely that mateship, as Scotty sort of alluded to before. You go through some really good things, you go through some horrible things, but you've always got your teammates either side of you, and especially when they're operating with those teammates at a very high level. Even now that our time's done within the Defence Force, you can still call up on for whatever it may be, a hard time in their life, whether it's mine or friends. Everyone sort of gets together and helps each other out still. So it's that mateship. And then moving forward from that is wanting to work within another team with those same sort of beliefs.
I think it's really important that we remember ANZAC Day and what it stands for. We remember and we pay respect to those Australian and New Zealand citizens who put their hand up ultimately when their countries needed them. It's about ensuring that the legacy is not lost from generation to generation, and we remember those that paid the ultimate price, whether that is died in service or died thereafter. We need to ensure the next generation of ANZACs remember where the name come from. It's about mateship, it's about standing side by side for service of the nation.